students, welcome to Ajax Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss laws of motion. In this, types of friction. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one, types of friction. Let us discuss. Here there are three types of frictions: static friction and sliding friction and rolling friction. Sliding friction and rolling friction. So first one, static friction. No actual movement of body is observed in static friction. Nothing but the body is at a rest position. Static friction, rest. There is no movement of the body. So no actual movement of a body is observed in static friction. Force of static friction, that is equals to applied force. Now let us discuss example. See here a 10 kilogram solid cube on a shell plate. See, by applying the force it is moving, or else it is at rest position. See, this friction gives outside edges of the wheels grip on the road. Here wheels turn around the static axis, small contact area, friction is less, so box is easier to move.
Activities like on ground is at rest at this point. Static friction is acting on it. The frictional force that exists between the two surfaces so long as they are relatively at rest when an external force acts is called static friction. There is no actual movement of the body in static friction. In static friction, force of static friction is equal to the applied force. Static friction ends with the beginning of sliding of the object at rest. When we push the ball, it starts moving. The frictional force present when one body moves slowly or slides over another body is known as sliding friction. Once a body slides, the sliding friction is reduced a little.
Now discuss MCQs. Sliding friction is dash static friction. Here equal to, greater than, less than, none of these. Here sliding friction is less than static friction. Now next one, dash is not a type of friction. Sliding friction, static friction, rolling friction and slanting friction. So slanting friction is not a type of friction. See here, types of frictions are static friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. So slanting friction is not the type of the friction. Next we will discuss static friction. Here in static friction there is no actual movement of the body. So frictional force acts between two bodies which are in contact but are not sliding with respect to each other. So the friction in such a case is called a static friction. So frictional force act between two bodies when they are in contact but not sliding with respect to each other. So the friction in such cases is called a static friction. Now let us discuss example. Suppose a person is trying to push a heavy almirah on the floor. He has to push strongly to overcome the static friction between the almirah and the floor. See here, a person is pushing almirah. Now here this is pushing force and that is applied force and static friction. We had to apply the more force than the static friction. It is the resistive force that acts when there is no relative motion between the surface of the body in contact under the action of external force. So it is a self-adjusting force. So it is represented with Fs. This static friction is also known as is also called as self-adjusting force. It is represented with Fs. S nothing but static, F nothing but friction. That is static friction. See, this is the static friction. Here we are placing a block on the horizontal or the table, and it is a pulley. Here we are applying the force, and this is the opposing the force, that is frictional force. And here we are attaching the weights in a weight hanger. So consider a block B which is placed in a horizontal table, which is connected to a small pan by means of a string with the help of a frictionless pulley as shown in the figure. Here we are taking a block, and which is block B, which is placed on the horizontal table, and block B is attached to the with the help of the pulley, and it is a small pan by means of a string with the help of a frictionless pulley. Okay. Initially, when there is no weight in the pan, the block does not slide because the frictional force between the block and the table is balanced by the applied force. Here in this pan, suppose if there is no weights, here when there is no weight in the pan, the block does not slide because the frictional force between the block and the table is balanced by the applied force. Both forces are balanced. When the weight in the pan is increased, if you increase the weight in the pan, the body may still be static. The body does not move because the resultant force on the body is zero. So the frictional force is equal in magnitude and opposite in direction to the applied force P and is tangential between the two surfaces. Next, the resistance encountered by a body in a static condition while tending to move under the action of an external force is called static friction. Next, static friction is equal in magnitude of applied force, but it opposes the applied force. So here static friction is equal in magnitude of applied force, but it opposes the applied force. The maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. It is going to be sliding, so that is the maximum value. That is if it reaches the limited maximum value, then begin to slide. That is the maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. So Fs maximum is equals to Fl, that is limiting friction. So the coefficient of static friction is usually less than 1. That is mu s. Mu denotes the coefficient of friction. That is mu s denotes the coefficient of static friction. It is usually less than 1. Now we will discuss MCQs. First one. The maximum value of static friction is called as dynamic friction, limiting friction, rolling friction, none of these. The maximum value of static friction is called as limiting friction. Okay, next. The coefficient of static friction is always negative, always greater than 1, is always less than 1, usually less than 1. The coefficient of friction is usually less than 1. The coefficient of static friction is usually less than 1. Fourth option is correct. Okay. Next, dynamic or kinetic friction. Let us discuss. Dynamic or kinetic friction. At a particular value of weight in a pan, the applied force overcomes the limiting frictional force and the body is set into motion. So at this condition, the body encounters another friction called kinetic or dynamic friction.
You must have seen people skiing on snow, an interesting sport that needs balancing and knowledge of frictional force. Do you know that frictional forces can be classified?
Now, the resistance incurred by static friction on surface is known as the kinetic friction or dynamic friction or sliding friction. See this sliding friction, and here the resistance incurred by static friction on surface is known as the kinetic friction. See, a girl is sliding. Here they are skating. See these pictures. Now let us discuss MCQs. First one. Dynamic friction is also called as static friction, rolling friction, kinetic friction, none of this. Dynamic friction is also called as kinetic friction. Dynamic or kinetic friction. So another name of dynamic friction or dynamic friction is also called as kinetic friction. Next, the resistance incurred by a sliding body on a surface is called as static friction, rolling friction, sliding friction, none of this. The resistance encountered by a sliding body on a surface is called as sliding friction. Now we will discuss the difference between static and kinematic friction. Let us discuss difference between static and kinetic friction. A graph is plotted on a taking applied force on x-axis and frictional force on y-axis. Consider a block on a surface of another body which is under static friction. See here, we are taking a block on surface of another body which is under static friction. Here we are applied force. This is a friction. This is static friction. No actual moment. And again this applied force, and then it is starts moving. That is kinetic friction. So now when applied force increases, the frictional force increases and reaches a maximum value which is represented by a straight line in the graph. So in this case, the applied force is equal to the magnitude of FL in the opposite direction. So hence the resultant force in the block is equal to 0 and the body is in equilibrium. When applied force crosses W1, body starts sliding on the surface. That is weight. But the force required to keep the body in motion with a uniform velocity is little less than FL. So the friction at this condition is called a kinetic friction. So this kinetic friction is slightly less than the static friction. Now we will discuss differences between static friction and kinetic friction. Here in this static friction, it is equal to the applied force in magnitude. Here in kinetic friction, it is equal to the applied force in magnitude only when it is sliding with a constant velocity. Here in this static friction, the second point is it is opposite to the applied force direction. Here in kinetic friction, it is always opposite to the direction of velocity of sliding. So sliding friction is less than static friction. Now I'll discuss MCQs. Kinetic friction is always opposite to the direction of velocity of sliding, and it is opposite to the applied force in direction, and it is equal to the applied force in magnitude, none of this. So kinetic friction is always opposite to the direction of velocity of sliding. See here, it is always opposite to the direction of velocity of sliding. Next one, sliding friction is always less than static friction, rolling friction, dynamic friction, none of this. Sliding friction is always less than static friction. Okay. See here, sliding friction is less than static friction. Next, now I'll discuss about rolling friction. Rolling friction. When a body comes into play, then it rolls over the surface of another body. So the force of friction comes into play when a body rolls over the surface of another body. This is about the rolling friction. Rolling friction nothing but when a body rolls over surface of another body, like a road roller, wheels or trolleys, like this. It is always easier to roll than to slide a body over the another body. See this direction of motion, the force of friction is opposite the direction of motion. This is the force of friction, opposite direction. Even a child can pull a suitcase if the suitcase has wheels. It is easy to take from one place to another place if it has wheels. It is convenient to pull a luggage on rollers than to carry it. So rollers reduce the friction. The force of friction between the rolling body and the surface is called rolling friction. Now let us discuss examples. Here this is the trolley and here it is the container. Here the wheels of the container moving in a railway tracks. Here a person is pushing the luggage with the wheels. Here a rotating fan and a girl is riding bicycle here. Now here ball bearings. Here in this ball bearings small balls are attached to this and this is axial. Sliders are replaced in most machines by rollers using these ball bearings. Ball bearings reduce the friction. When a spherical body rolls on the horizontal surface, the speed of the body goes on decreasing and finally it stops. So the opposing force acting between the surface of the spherical body and the horizontal surface is named as rolling friction. See here, this is the applied force, that is pushing force, and this friction is opposing force between the surface of the spherical body and the horizontal surface. So this is known as the rolling friction. When a body rolls over the another surface of body. This is the horizontal surface and this is a block and which is placed on the wheels, that is it rolls over the surface of another body. So the necessary condition to roll the center of mass of a roller at constant speed on rough surface is that there should be a component of the applied force parallel to the surface. So this force component is numerically equal to the rolling friction. So this rolling friction is slightly less than the kinetic friction and which is less than the static friction. So Fs is greater than Fk is greater than Fr. Similarly, Fr is less than Fk is less than Fs. Fs nothing but static friction, Fk kinetic friction, Fr rolling friction. Now let us discuss MCQs. First one. The order of friction is always as Fs is greater than Fk is greater than Fr, Fs is less than Fk is less than Fr, Fs is greater than Fk is less than Fr, Fs is less than Fk, that is equals to Fr. So in this the order of the friction is always as Fs is greater than Fk is greater than Fr. Okay, next. Rolling friction is equal to static friction, greater than static friction, less than static friction, none of this. Rolling friction is less than static friction. Okay. Next. Rollers dash friction increases, add, reduce, none of this. Rollers reduce the friction by applying the wheels, by applying the here ball bearings or rollers, we can reduce the friction. Okay, rollers reduce the friction, so rollers reduce friction. Thanks for watching this video.